Effective communication lies at the heart of every meaningful relationship, and for caregivers, it is a cornerstone of their mission. The calling to provide care is not solely about meeting physical needs, but extends to nurturing emotional well-being and spiritual growth. Effective communication is fundamental to building trust and establishing a deep connection between the caregiver and the one receiving care. Trust forms the bedrock of any caregiving relationship, and it is through clear, compassionate communication that trust is nurtured and strengthened. As caregiver embodies the principles of love and empathy, their communication becomes a vessel for expressing these fundamental elements of their faith. Caregiving goes beyond physical care. It encompasses addressing the spiritual needs of the individual. Communication becomes a conduit for understanding and supporting the spiritual journey of the one receiving care, whether through prayer, scripture reading, or discussions about faith. Effective communication ensures that the caregiver can provide spiritual comfort and guidance tailored to the unique needs of the individual. Caregiving often involves navigating complex emotional terrain. Effective communication allows caregivers to provide emotional support by actively listening, validating feelings, and offering words of encouragement rooted in Christian principles. The ability to emphasize and communicate understanding becomes a powerful means of providing comfort during times of distress. Every caregiving journey encounters challenges, and effective communication is essential for navigating these obstacles. Whether discussing changes in health, adjusting care plans, or addressing difficult emotions, clear and open communication enables caregivers to work collaboratively with those under their care and their families. The caregiver, guided by the principles of grace and compassion, approaches challenges with a spirit of humility and understanding. One of the foundational elements of effective communication is active listening. Caregivers must attentively listen to the concerns, fears, and joys expressed by those they're caring for. Through active listening, caregivers not only gain valuable insights into the individual's needs, but also convey a sense of genuine care and empathy. In Proverbs chapter 18, verse 13, "He that answereth a matter before he heareth it, it is folly and shame unto him." The essence of this verse lies in the condemnation of hasty judgments and premature responses. It illustrates the consequences of rushing to answer or pass judgment without first seeking to comprehend the full context of a matter. The terms folly and shame convey not only the lack of wisdom in such actions, but also the potential embarrassment or disgrace that may follow. In the realm of effective communication, Proverbs 18:13 serves as a reminder of the value of attentive and thoughtful listening. By refraining from immediate responses and taking the time to fully grasp the nuances of a situation, individuals can avoid the pitfalls of misunderstanding and miscommunication. The verse encourages a deliberate and patient approach to processing information, allowing for a more accurate and informed response. In the context of caregiving, where empathy and understanding are paramount, this verse becomes especially relevant. Caregivers driven by a genuine desire to provide support must resist the temptation to hastily jump to conclusions or offer quick solutions. Instead, they are called to embody the wisdom found in Proverbs 18:13, engaging in active and empathetic listening to truly comprehend the needs, concerns, and emotions of those under their care. True understanding is not only about hearing words, but also about discerning the underlying emotions, the unspoken needs, and the broader context of a person's experience. Through patient and intentional listening, caregivers can establish connections that go beyond surface-level interactions, fostering a sense of trust, a sense of comfort, and mutual respect. Being present with a compassionate heart is a powerful aspect of effective communication. Caregivers demonstrate the love of Christ through their presence, offering comfort and reassurance in both words and actions. A compassionate presence speaks volumes and provides a sense of security and support to those in need. Clarity and honesty are crucial in fostering trust. Caregivers should communicate in a straightforward manner, providing clear information about care plans, health updates, and any changes in the caregiving routine. Honesty, combined with a gentle and respectful tone, builds trust and openness in the caregiver-care recipient relationship. For caregivers, integrating prayer and scripture into communication is a powerful way to address spiritual needs, offering to pray with and for the individual, sharing relevant scriptures, and discussing matters of faith nurtures both the physical and spiritual aspects of care. Patience is a virtue that holds particular significance in caregiving. Communication may require time and understanding, especially when dealing with individuals facing physical or cognitive challenges. Patience allows caregivers to create an environment where communication can flourish at its own pace. Feedback is a valuable aspect of effective communication. Caregivers can ask for input from those under their care, encouraging an open dialogue about their needs, preferences, and concerns. In closing, let's recall the wise advice that resonates with many of us. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. God understands that caregiving can certainly be challenging. Embodying God's love, especially in moments of frustration or fatigue, prompts a caregiver to exercise restraint and discernment in their words. Rather than to speak from emotion, a caregiver may choose the path of silence, understanding that patience, compassion, and gentleness align more closely with the teachings of Jesus Christ. By prioritizing thoughtful communication, even in challenging circumstances, the caregiver seeks to demonstrate God's unwavering love and grace, fostering an environment of understanding and support for those under their care. In the seasons of caregiving, the decision to remain silent when faced with frustration or weariness is rooted in the belief that words can carry significant weight and can either uplift or harm the spirit. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 1 reads, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger." Caregivers understand the power of their words. Choosing silence over words spoken in frustration become an intentional act of faith, reflecting a commitment to emulate Christ's compassion and grace. In the moments of quiet restraint, caregivers can turn to prayer and reflection, seeking God's guidance to navigate the challenges with patience and a spirit of understanding. By embodying the principle of speaking words that reflect God's love, caregivers contribute not only to the physical well-being of their care recipients, but also to the nurturing of a spiritually uplifting and compassionate caregiving environment.